Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to another GTA content creator live stream back on PC for the fourth time, I think this is now. We've done every single platform 4 times. We're going to be going through more tracks that the community have created on PC. Proper racing tracks, stunt racing tracks, rally tracks. We've actually got a rally meetup this time. We've got Omnises, Karumas, the Sterling GTs, the Tropos. Do we have a Sultan? Not a single Sultan. I mean, it's pretty bad off-road, but it still counts as an off-road rally vehicle anyway. But yeah, so you know, nice little rally cars meetup. And now we'll start up the playlist straight away. We'll get straight into it. There we go. 7 tracks again, as always. 7 tracks we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, and we're continuing that trend. So these streams normally last about an hour and a half. I know most people watch them as videos at the end, but after it's all been done. But let's do coupes, I think, for this one. But yeah, it's what do we want? 5 laps. It's been nice to go through these every single week and see some new tracks every time. So as always, all the links for these tracks are down below in the description. If anybody sees any of these and wants to try any of these and you're on PC, you are welcome to check the links down below, add them to your game, and try them out for yourself. As always, these YouTube streams are closed, so the crew is closed to regulars and people who frequent my Twitch streams. So it is my Twitch streams on every Wednesday and Sunday when I'm playing GTA that anybody can join if they want to, but not for the YouTube streams. But yeah, here we go. Let's get into some tracks in some beautiful 1080p 60 FPS quality. If you are watching this live, it will be better quality than those who are watching this as a video, just because YouTube bitrate when on the video is like half of the bitrate that what I'm streaming it at. But if you can actually, if you have the internet connection that you can do the full 1080p 60 FPS whilst watching live, you'll be getting the best experience. It should look quite nice. Okay, exemplar. I see Zions, which means I'm not going to be going to the back in this one because Zions are OP in coupe races. So this is the first track, and already I've been overtaken right on the inside by a Zion. Oh, stupid Zions and their crazy levels of traction. So yeah, this is the first race. This is it's around the docks area, but it's a lot of it using stunt pieces to create a new track, and it's quite interesting. Obviously this is the one that's on the thumbnail. The thumbnail always has the very first track that we play. The order for the races tonight is pretty much the same as what we've been doing since we went to 7 tracks. We've got a proper race circuit, then we'll get overtaken on the inside again. We've got a proper racing circuit, then a rally circuit, then another proper racing circuit, then a stunt circuit, then another proper racing circuit, then a rally circuit, then we end off with a proper racing circuit. So it's been a lot better since we switched that up and did different tracks in each stream, rather than just sticking to proper tracks in one stream and then stunt tracks in another. I think it has been better to mix it all up. Oh, we're gonna have. Oh, there it is. There's the mass disconnections. Good old PC. We have been having significant issues when it comes to PC streams. So yeah, there goes everybody. I mean, these are all about the tracks anyway, so it's not as much about the racing, but it's going to be a lot less interesting if I'm just going around on my own. But we'll try and get people in each race and see how we go. Use the Zion for once. I don't have a Zion. So yeah, we have been having PC connection issues lately. The PS4 and Xbox One seem to be working fine. I don't know whether it's something on my end or what, but there's just something since one of the most recent updates that has caused connection issues. But yeah, I mean, it is all about the tracks, this, so it's not too big of a deal, and that's why I'm sort of hosting the playlist. If we have people disconnect every single race, it's not going to be too big of a deal, because at least we still get to look at the tracks, which is what it's all about. But yeah, it is a little bit annoying, if nothing else. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the track. So it's an interesting one. I like it. It's got a good flow to it. It uses the pieces well, the stunt pieces. It's I think it uses the current areas of the map quite well as well. There's not a lot of issues you can really say about it, like in terms of things that can knock down. I like the addition of the tunnels here. It using, you know, this is again what I'm talking about every single hiccups. Sorry. This is again what I'm talking about every single week when I say using stunt props to create a new experience, and that's what this is doing, because it's you know, these, we're going underneath and over different parts of the track as well, which is always nice. But some of the container sections and the indoor sections and the tunnels that we see, they're there in just normal form on the map, and it's only since, you know, using the stunt pieces like this, raising it up so that you're actually going underneath it in a racing situation like this, that it becomes a brand new racetrack. It feels completely new because you haven't seen that before. So yeah, it's a nice track. Not a lot of problems with it, I would say. It's very, very well made. It's pretty much perfect in terms of what you can do with it. No real improvements needed. The big walls, I don't know whether there's a reason that they're all there. It does make it feel very enclosed. Maybe it would be nicer to have some areas where you can actually see other areas of the track, or just the docks area in general. But regardless of that, you know, you got the track over there, so you're going underneath and over it and stuff like that. It winds around the docks area. It's a nice track. It is a nice track. And using some different locations in a brand new and interesting different way. So yeah, I like it. Shame that everybody disconnected, but we'll send out invites again before the next race. And this is probably going to happen, just to forewarn everybody. This will probably happen every single race. We should probably celebrate it if we manage to get just one extra person to the end of the race, because this probably will happen every race. We've been having these issues on PC streams recently. But you know, I wasn't too worried about it. Normally it's more annoying for the Twitch streams, because that's where we get everybody in and race with people, and that's what it's all about, and that interaction. But I wasn't too worried about it happening on the YouTube stream like today, because the focus is about the tracks, and I'm showcasing tracks. Having other people in to make it a bit of a race is a nice aspect to it, but it's not the be all and end all of what these streams are all about. It just makes it a little bit more interesting, obviously, and that's also why the crew is always closed to regulars for these stream races, because it's not really about the racing in particular and the numbers. It doesn't matter if we have 16 people in a race, 30 people in a race, or one person in a race. We can still show off the track just as good. So yeah, nice creation, this one, around the docks area. The first one, obviously, in the list down below. The list of all the links down below are in the order that we do them, so this is the first one in the list for those watching it on the video as well, and in the stream the description is always the same. So thank you to those of you who are watching the stream live, and thank you to those of you who watch this afterwards as well. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate all the support, and hopefully I'm able to make enjoyable videos and showcase some good tracks for people to try out themselves. Okay, that's that one done. The disconnection issue isn't a PC exclusive, but if you get the same on Xbox One. No, just me personally. I've not had any disconnection issues on Xbox One or PS4, but I have on PC, on the PC streams. But I know it's a general issue for everybody, obviously. People disconnecting, and it's a peer-to-peer thing anyway. Rockstar don't exactly have servers for the game. I wish they did, because can you imagine how good this game would be with minimal lag and no connection issues and people not dropping out and stuff like that? It would just be so much better. Anyway, let's put this on standard, because this is a rally circuit we've got now. Has a joker lap and even a pit lane, but we'll stick to we'll stick to just using the normal route and a standard race. Now here's the problem, that we're on a time limit. So yeah, this is an interesting one. Like I said, we're doing a mix of, as always, a mix of proper racing circuits, a mix of rally circuits and stunt circuits. And yeah, this should be an interesting one, a rally circuit. I do like rally tracks. Obviously, for those who are in this race, sports on a rally track means the Karuma, the Sultan RS, the Karuma, the Sultan, the Omnis, the Tropos, or the Sterling GT, which is usable now in sports races. It is still in the Sports Classics class, but yeah, it is usable in stunt races. Maybe I should take the Joker lap on the first lap. I'll go off at the start, take the Joker lap to showcase it, and then that'll put me sort of mid-pack or down back in the order. You should let somebody else host a playlist. No, that doesn't work either. The reason that I'm hosting it, we tried this on the Twitch stream the other day. When somebody else hosts it, I end up disconnecting, and that would put us behind so much on this. I would rather everybody else disconnects from me so that I can still keep playing and showcasing the tracks, rather than me disconnecting and then having to restart a playlist and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it is some issue on my end, but I don't get the issue with PS4 or Xbox One, so it's weird. I am from the Northeast, yes. How do I join your races? You can't join these races, but you can join races when I stream on Twitch, and all the information about that is always put into the Twitch chat. But yeah, it's only very, very, very recently that we've had this disconnection issue on PC. It used to be totally fine. Okay, so I need to find where the Joker lap is so I can take it on the first lap. For those who are unaware of Rallycross, I got wrecked. Unaware of Rallycross and things like that, Joker laps are where you take a longer lap to. You have to do that once per lap when you're doing a Rallycross format race. Obviously, these are just normal races, so people don't have to do that. But yeah. Jumping, flying around, people not paying attention. So this is a rallycross track, and that generally means some off-road sections, some on-road sections. If it's a little bit long for what you would normally consider a rallycross track to be. Rallycross tracks are normally, you're looking at sort of, you are looking at sort of minute lap times, 1 minute per lap in sports cars for what you would consider a normal rallycross track to be like. They're meant to be short and action-packed if you're trying to emulate what rallycross is like in real life. But that doesn't stop people, you know, doing longer rallycross circuits that have a mix of off-road and on-road sections. But I would probably just consider those to be rally tracks, or not necessarily rallycross in the standard form. Oh, was that the Joker lap to the right there? I might be in the Joker lap to the right. Or I might be in the pit lane. I don't know what the pit lane is. I don't know what the difference is between the Joker lap and the pit lane on this track. It's all new to me. I've never raced it before. You're not from the UK? I am from the UK. Why I'm reading the chat though, I don't know. I should be concentrating on this. Jump! It's definitely quicker. Okay, I've done one lap and I haven't found the Joker lap. You have to take the Joker route once per lap. Did I say that? I meant one lap in the race. The Joker lap is mandatory for 1 lap in the race. That's what I meant. Joker lap on the uphill on the left. Oh! There it is! Okay. That is a very interesting Joker lap. Found it! a bit interesting with the entry to that. This is a very bumpy section for a rally track. Very difficult to get around. For people wondering where I'm from, I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but I am from the northeast of England. There's some people in the chat asking. So, let's talk about the track. That must be the pit lane then. Uh-oh. Issues. So it's an interesting track. It's a longer rallycross track, obviously. It's got some tricky sections. Oh, issues. Issues. Let's have another proper look at this. It's got a good balance of off-road and on-road sections, I think. There's a nice mix. If you're from England, how do you get dollar donations? Well, I get dollar donations and convert it. I mean, that is what it is. So the Joker lap up there, quite a difficult entry. I'm not entirely sure about the entry to that Joker lap, because you've got to slow down, and it's on quite a fast section of the track. know, if you don't slow down, you're going to do what I did and crash. And you're going to be having to sort of brake, maybe on the racing line. Maybe it would be alright if people know what's happening and know what's going on. But that whole section is very tricky as well, with obviously very, very bumpy. This is a pretty common area to use for rallying, so that's fine. It's nicely propped. Checkpoints are pretty good. No issues there, I don't think. Apart from maybe the very final bit that I managed to skip over it before the start-finish straight. Maybe you would want to not encourage that. Uh-oh! I like how this is smoothed over as well, that's nice. It's a good track. I mean, yeah, there's not an awful lot to say about it. I do think that as a rallycross track, it's too long for a rallycross track and a rallycross format. I don't see much point in having a joker lap on a lap that's this long. But it's a nice rally track, I would say. Obviously just a personal thing. It's very well propped. Not an awful lot more to say, it's just very nicely done. Well, those fences, can you knock those fences down? I didn't check. If you can knock those fences down, that would be a negative. Interesting with this section. What the... Good job, PC version of GTA. I think I've seen that happen on Xbox One as well, though. Maybe it happens on all of them now. Can't remember seeing it on PS4. Yeah, very nice track. Not an awful lot more I can say. It's a good rally track. I would recommend it if you're into some rallying or you want to give a bit of rallying a go. I would always recommend these vehicles, of course. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge in some sections as well, which I like. I feel like you could cut that corner so much. Good stuff. So that's our second track in the list. Just very nicely made. Just very nicely, you know, everything's just... The props are nicely done, everything's just... You know, it's just nice. Those fences are solid, I used them on the Ron Raceway pit lane too. Alright, okay, fair enough. That's fine then. As a glitch on all consoles, yeah, fair enough. You watch Formula 1 and Formula E. What other motorsport series do you watch? The World Endurance Championship is my favourite motorsport, I would say. Endurance racing with the World Endurance Championship is my favourite. But I do try to watch some Rallycross as well, the World Rallycross Championship, when I get the chance. But yeah, I like all sorts of motorsport. So we actually managed to get people all the way to the end of that one. I mean, that's a bonus. We actually got everybody to the end of that one. Oh, there they go. There they go. But there they go. I mean, at least it's better to have it done now than later on. Let's do 6 laps in standard sports, I think, for this one. We're not going to be able to get anybody in time, I imagine, before we... Okay. I don't really watch the World Rallycross Championship, no. Way to jinx it. I know I did jinx it. I did jinx it big time. We're getting a few people back in. But, like I said, these are all about the tracks themselves, not necessarily about the racing. That's what the Twitch streams are for. There we go. What car should we use? Maybe the 9F? Let's use the Massacro. I did find it hilarious how people think Nightbot is a real person. Nightbot is a chat bot, so he times people out automatically for doing stupid stuff. Pretty common occurrence in Twitch streams, but I guess people who don't frequent Twitch and only come to the YouTube streams aren't aware. Yeah, I saw the comment there. Someone said I like these smaller lobbies for these streams. They're a lot less carnage, and yeah, I agree with that. You know, it's you do get a lot less carnage and a lot less crashes and things like that. It does showcase the track better with a smaller number of people. So yeah, I'm not necessarily against it. He gets such a huge boost from. Thank you, Papazan, for the bits. For those who are, again, not used to Twitch, bits are a donation, so that's like a $7.77 donation. But they're a Twitch-specific currency, if you like. We probably get quite a few people in these YouTube streams who don't watch my Twitch streams. They're generally a lot more laid back and we just have a bit of fun. But yeah, there's a lot that goes on in there. Subscribers on there, bits and donations and all sorts of things. So yeah, I just figured I'd better clarify that for anybody, since people think Nightbot is real. People are probably not going to know what bits are either. Thank you so much for the bits, man. I shall read that donation at the end. So, Sandy Shaw's track. Something very different. I like this. That's the pit lane, obviously, on the right. Nice. Seems like a decent location for a pit lane. Massacro not able to keep up with this Energy Retro custom though. Need a few more longer straights. Need some more top speed. Got a Felter behind me, that'll start catching me up as well with its traction. Again, very, very well made. We only showcase tracks that are at least decently well made.
What a scumbag!
And I always try to give least some improvements. Thank you, a wild Meowstick, with the subscription. That Twitch subscription. That's not YouTube subscription, that's a Twitch subscription, that's different. Oh, there's a crash. Thank you so much for a brand new subscriber as well on one of these YouTube streams. That doesn't normally happen. We normally get the resub messages sometimes, but thank you so much for the Twitch subscription. I appreciate it. So yeah, this is again we do, you know, there's a lot of tracks that get submitted to these things. Obviously, if you want to submit your own track, there is a link in the description. But a lot of tracks get submitted, and I would say over half of them, maybe 60% of them, they don't meet the standards that we would want to showcase on these streams. Like I've said many times before, we probably will have a stream where we do a showcase of what not to do, if you like, in terms of track building. But for the normal streams, I want to showcase the best tracks and tracks that are going to be a lot of fun. So that's why, you know, the stuff that you see is all very, very good and very well made every single week, mostly anyway. And it's not easy to do. People might think that it's easy to do, but it's not. It's difficult. And this is a very, very nicely made track again. What I like about it is that it's a Sandy Shores track, which there are a lot of Sandy Shores tracks out there. But it's at least a little bit different. It's got some different sections to it. It's not just using Sandy Shores as normal, you know. It's got these little bits of track extended as well, so the corners are made a little bit wider. Thank you, Pie Guy, for the donation. I'll read everything at the end. Yeah, sort of wider sections and extended like this, which is a nice touch instead of just being restricted by the dirt around Sandy Shores. It feels different to a normal Sandy Shores track, and I like that. And obviously we've got these new sections with the stunt pieces. Yeah, it's just nice. It's just nice. It feels. It's one of the better Sandy Shores tracks I think I've played. These bits I'm not too sure about, with the harsh barriers. I would like to see Apex props there maybe instead, like the normal Apex props that we've been seeing, you know, like here. But I mean, they work, so yeah, I like this track. I like it. Yeah. The chat's hilarious. I'm gonna say that the people who frequent my Twitch chat are all very, very nice people. If you ever do come to my Twitch streams and you want to get involved in the chat, they're all very nice and very funny, and it's just a wonderful community we have over there. We had a really, really good stream yesterday. We were just having a lot of fun. The chat were great, on form, making jokes and everything, and it's the chat and the community that we have around these Twitch streams in particular that make it. The YouTube chat normally isn't quite as good, I would say, in terms of that, but what normally happens is that the people who frequent my Twitch streams all come over to the YouTube chat and still make it a nice place. And, you know, just little moments like that. Someone asks for a shout out and one person says no, and then every single other person also continues to say no. Just little moments like that. It's what I love about streaming in general. It's just so much fun, and it's you guys that make it special like that. So yeah, it feels like that's the one thing that this track does so well. It just feels nice to drive. It just feels a nice experience to drive. You can get into a nice flow. It's just a nice driving experience, this one, around Sandy Shores. Yeah, really, that's gone into like my top 5 favourite Sandy Shores tracks, I think, of all time. I really like that. Good track. That's the third track in the list, obviously, as well. We're on our third track out of 7. For those who may have come in late to the stream or whatever, the order in the list down, but the links down below in the description are in the order in which that we play through them. So that's the third one. What's it called? Red Shores. So, Papazan with the 777 bits. Here's some luck that the PC disconnects are at a minimum this time. Thank you so much for the $777 donation, Papazan. Appreciate it so much, man. Thank you. Hopefully we do get some more luck with regards to the PC disconnections. It seems to be a lot easier and a lot better with smaller lobbies, so hopefully we're alright. A Wild Meow Stick as well. Thank you for the subscription on Twitch. And Pie Guy with the $1 donation. Might be going to University of Liverpool for study abroad. Is there anything that's anti-American in Liverpool to fulfill my European side? Kappa, but no Kappa. I don't even know how to answer that question. Thank you for the donation, man. Yeah, I should probably look at the port forwarding and ports, but we haven't had this issue before. You know, the disconnections haven't been. We haven't had this issue until a recent donation, a recent. Let's go read in the chat. A recent update. So we used to have be alright. We'll do 3 laps on this. $777. No, it was $7.77. 1 bit is 1 cent when it comes to Twitch bits. They are their own currency. Can't even answer question. I can't. I don't know the answer to that question. And yeah, we don't have this issue on PS4, PC, on Xbox One. So yeah, I need to look into it because it's definitely on my end. These disconnection issues. Anyway, we're still getting through it all right. It's still working fine. This is the one sort of proper stunt race that we've got in this one. Twin Tower Spiral of Doom, it's called. It's locked to sports, which annoys me a little bit. I've said this many times before, but it's annoying when tracks are locked to one class, because if sports can do it, then supers can do it, muscle can do it, you know. But yeah, we'll see what this is like. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but it's a stunt race. It's going to have loops and all sorts of weird and wonderful things. Let's use the 9F. It's probably a bad decision, but let's do it anyway. How many bits is a quid? 100, obviously. Will you be watching the Daytona 24 hours? Probably. I'll try my best to watch as much of it as I can. Wait, what? Oh, no, this is right. I got confused. No, I've done something's wrong. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it's one of these. I already don't like it. I don't like these races. We'll see how it goes. Keep up the good work, Bruffy. Well, thanks. I'll try my best. Damn it! It's the first time we've done one of these type of races on oh my god. Oh my god. Are you really? Really? Wall ride races. Look. Oh, he just managed to save it. That's stupid design. if you're gonna have an area where people can fly off the edge with no control whatsoever, you know, make it be in line at least. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of wall ride races. It's something different. We've never done anything like this before on these streams, so it's showcasing something else. All these spirals and oh god, it's the other way, isn't it? Of course. I mean, as far as what... Jesus. As far as these type of races go, it's at least relatively decently made. Like, there's at least some sort of attention to detail. Oh, sweet Jesus! I shouldn't have chose the 9F. And I can't do it. There's too much. The 9F it just messes up on that bit. Slides. Let's take a bit. There we go. All right. Damn it. The blind spiral sends you left, but hey, go right. Yeah, exactly. You get a blind spiral that puts you to the left, but he wants you to go right. Cuff with the 500 bits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. Wall rides are hell on earth. I agree with this, Cuff. I agree with this. God damn it. I've done it again! Oh, I'd saved it. Thank you for the 500 bits, Cuff, the $5. Appreciate it so much, man. Thank you. Oh, I shouldn't have put this on 3 laps. I didn't realise it was going to be like this. I wish I'd put it on 1 lap. First person does help. Okay, I mean, we can try first person. See what it chooses. Oh, Jesus. So, the thing that I have against... I don't necessarily have anything against these races in particular, or people who like these races. I get that, you know, it's a bit of fun and people on some level enjoy it and enjoy the challenge of having to do this. But I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Because it's not necessarily having that checkpoint that was ridiculous. What was the point of having an extra checkpoint there? That's stupid. Like, oh, sweet Jesus! Like, it's very easy to say that, you know, I don't like this because I'm not very good at it. No, that's terrible. And I guess that would be a fair statement. But, and also, these are what's popular. You know, people like doing these. This is popular for whatever reason. This is what the greater GTA community kind of like to do. For what reason, I have no idea. But there's just so much better stuff. Someone just said that in the chat. There's much better stunt races out there. That's kind of exactly what I'm okay, come on. Let's just not be an idiot. Let's try and apply some level of skill to this. Like there's a lot better in terms of the fun stunt races, and we've seen them on these streams. Like they're just. Oh, God damn it! God damn it! Are you? And I think that a lot of the more fun stunt races are just not noticed as much, and that's why these are so popular. having said that, you know, you normally see these ridiculous wall ride races before in other ways, in other places and other videos and stuff. It's obviously what all the big YouTubers like to do. And this one seems a lot better made than those that you see in those. Oh, please, this was the worst idea of all time. It was the worst idea of all time. Okay, there goes everybody, or certainly a few people. And I get that there's a level of skill to this as well. Pie Guy with a $4. You must know you are my go-to British person. What's anti-American in England? I don't really know. I've been to Liverpool once, but what's anti-American in England? I don't know, not an awful lot. Sweet Mother Jesus. I enjoy stunt races with roll rides and jumps and tubes, but if someone creates a race with obvious troll sections, like stuff like that, I immediately hate it. If I fail because of my skill level, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I mean, that's true. It's well made. It's just really not my kind of thing. And based on the comments in the chat and based on the comments in the actual race itself, it's not other people's things either. Like, it's just not... It's not fun. I'm not enjoying myself doing this. I like stunt tracks where there's different variety of things and jumps and all that kind of stuff and loops that has a bit of flow to it, so you can get in a bit of flow and drive quickly. Like, that's what stunt tracks are meant to be about, just going at top speed and doing some weird and wonderful stunts. I feel like doing wall rides is just... It's just not fun. It's just not fun. That's my own personal thing. There's a lot of people that enjoy them and I can respect that. They're popular for a reason, obviously. Or maybe they're popular because people fail at them all the time, and that makes a good YouTube video. And that checkpoint is ridiculous. There's no need for that checkpoint to even be there. Good wall rides is an oxymoron. This race is not good. I feel like this is a track for people who don't really race. Well, I suppose there is that as well. Our focus is always on proper racing circuits and stunt racing circuits that has some level of proper racing involved with it. There are plenty of tracks out there for people who don't know how to race and don't race properly in general. So, you know, there's a wide variety of stuff out there, I guess. But I don't see why it's locked to sports either. That's something that I find annoying. Yeah, I agree. There should be flow to a race. The race should have some flow to it. But the people who don't race properly probably don't even know about a concept of having a flow to a track, because they'd never get into a flow in the first place because they're always crashing. And maybe that's why these type of tracks appeal to the standard GTA community who don't necessarily know as much about racing or how to race properly. You know, that could be it. I mean, it's a track. It's well made for what it is. If you like this sort of thing, I don't hate you or anything. It's just not for me. But you know, the link is down there if you want to try it yourself anyway. If you like these sort of things, then that's fair enough. Each to their own. People can race and enjoy what they want. Nothing wrong with that at all. Just not for me. And I would rather play a hell of a lot more other stunt tracks than this, I guess. It's a track. Yeah, I did kind of say that, I suppose. Yeah, that white landing section where you can fly over it that's not aligned with where you need to be, that's a weird. But again, it's that lack of flow. Like, if a proper stunt track had a good flow, in that section they would make it so that you landed where you needed to go, and it would have a good flow and it would continue. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of wall ride races and things like that, so it is what it is. But I get that people enjoy them, and that's fair enough. I'll give it a like anyway, for the time and effort that was probably spent making that. So, we're back to a proper racing circuit now. Hopefully people will be able to get back into that idea. Let's do 6 laps. We'll do supercars. Was this an example of a bad track, or was it chosen as a legit track? I mean, it was chosen as a legit track because it was something a little bit different. And it was a stunt track, and we wanted to do a stunt track as well. But obviously I don't race these before I see them. But I still probably would have included it. I would. It's good to do different types of things and give my thoughts and stuff like that. But okay, Blade, we'll do. I'll wait at the start on this one. So, this one, it's called Grotti F1 Monaco. And it's by Avivo, and he does a sort of Grotti F1 World Championship where let's use the Italian. And I get that, and it's fair enough that people want to do an F1 style championship in terms of racing events on GTA. And but the one thing that always gets me when it comes to races like this is that when races are attempted to be based on a real world circuit, for me personally, it never ever works. We're going to see what happens on this one. But what I'm always doing when something's based on a real world circuit, I'm always trying to compare it to the real circuit, and it never works. So, and in that respect, if it was created just on its own as a circuit without linking to a real world circuit, it would be better as an experience. But that doesn't change how it is as a track, so let's give it a go. Grotti F1 Monaco. So it's based off the Monaco Grand Prix circuit, supposedly. But then again, I might be a bit wrong on that, because it's not called, look at that adder, it's not called Monaco Grand Prix circuit or Monaco GP. It's Grotti F1 Monaco, so maybe it's the GTA version of his take of Monaco. It doesn't necessarily have to be copying the Monaco Grand Prix. So, that is true. Just inspired by it. But yeah, in general, I've never played a track on GTA that's trying to be a real world racing circuit and thought, yes, this is good. Just because I'm constantly comparing it to the real track. And it never ever ever works. Even if it's made all in stunt pieces or anything, it just never works. I would never recommend anybody do that, frankly. remember the Rockstar verified Monaco. Oh my god. Okay, I thought we were turning left a bit earlier there. So again, I'm constantly comparing this track to Monaco. I'm not looking at the track on the basis of how good it is as a track. I'm constantly trying to compare it to what Monaco is like. And it's not, I mean, I can see the resemblance, but because I'm constantly trying to compare it to Monaco, it's taking away from the fact that it's just a nice track. It's just a fun track to race on. Like if this track was called something completely different, just a random name that has nothing to do with the Monaco Grand Prix, I wouldn't even think twice about it, and I'd be like, this is a really nice track. It's just a mindset thing. That's how much a name can affect things, I guess. But let's forget about that. I mean, it has resemblance to Monaco. It feels a little bit like it, you know, you can see where some sections are trying to be a little bit like Monaco, but let's forget about that now, and let's just actually talk about it as a track, because it's clearly not resembling. It has some level of, it's somewhat similar to Monaco in some areas, but it's not the Monaco Grand Prix circuit. So let's now try to think of it as a track in its own right. It's just the name, the title that gets me, and I like it. I like this track. Well made. Very nicely made. Apex props are good in the first sections and just in general. I like that we're going through a little tunnel section. It's clearly inspired by Monaco, but I would prefer if it wasn't called Monaco. But hey, it is what it is. And as a track inspired by Monaco, it's perfect. As a track that's trying to be Monaco, it fails miserably, because every single track that's trying to be a real world track does. Because it just never feels like it. But as a track inspired by it, it's really, really nice. And just as a track in general, it's just a nice track. Very well made. It's a good city track. Some tight sections, some longer sections, some top speed sections here. Maybe that lamppost on the outside could be covered over. I like the pit lane. That looked like the pit lane that was going in there. I like that. That looked really fun. Really well made. Its attention to detail is very good. I like this track. This is one of the better tracks that we've played on these streams, I think, in terms of actual quality of how it's been made. I just hate the fact that it's got Monaco in the title. Keep messing that bit up. Sorry, I'll beat this Tempesta on top speed by the time we get to the next corner. There it is. But he held it around the outside. He's got bad line for the next corner, but Tempesta's got the grip. Can we... Oh, I hit him in the back, damn it. Go for the dive. Tricky hairpin, that one. Very, very tight. Having a lovely little battle, and I ended up losing the position because I crashed into a back marker. God damn it. And then I forgot about this again. Every single time I forget about this chicane. I just need to stay within reach around the last few corners so I can get that top speed again, but I think I'm a bit too far behind now. I am too far behind. Damn it, stupid back marker. That was one hell of a dive, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it worked. If he hadn't turned in, we both would have got through cleanly. But yeah, that was a bit of a dive. You gotta do that, Tally GTB. Against the Tempesta. I like this car. Regular version anyway. I like this track as well. Nicely made track. Really, really nice. What the? Okay. We got Scumbag. I didn't even realise we had a random in the playlist. Yeah, I like that. I like that track. Why didn't you wait? Because it was a legitimate move. The only reason we crashed is because he turned into me as I was going for the overtake. So tis what it is. I like that track. Really nice track. That is the 5th track, I believe, in the list below. So let's do... let's do 7 laps. Rally vehicles again in this one. Omnis, Tropos, Kuruma. All those. Omnis, Tropos, Kuruma, Sultan, Sterling GT. All the Kuruma armoured if you have to. If you've got nothing else. It's a shame that you can't kick people via a playlist. But hey, there you go. Oh, he's gone. Okay, excellent. We got no randoms anymore. You know it was a good dive bomb when you had to reverse to get back on track. I agree with this. Nah, the dive bomb worked. And I would have made the corner had he not hit my back end and sent me straight into the barrier. If you actually look back at it on the video, it'll be clear. Hopefully. Yeah, the only reason that I hit the barrier and had to reverse was because he hit my back end, because he turned in when I was already up the inside. I'm more than happy to be wrong though. We were having a good little battle though. We had a nice little battle. The Tempesta being better in the corners, the Italy GTB being better on the top speed. It was fun. It was a fun little battle. Rosberg would think he'd gone too far. I'll go at the back on this one. So I've talked about Patreon before in these streams, how we have people can support me on Patreon and get their tracks played on Twitch streams. We have a special Patreon stream on Twitch every month playing people's tracks that they submit, completely separate to this obviously. But the last 2 tracks that are in this one are from like originally discovered, I guess you could say, from those Patreon streams. This is one of my favourite tracks to play, I think, overall. Stunt Cross 2. We've had Stunt Cross 1 on these YouTube streams a few weeks ago. This is the second variation of it, and I think I like this one better than the original. It's kind of a mix between a rally track and a stunt track. So you got a bit of stunt aspects with tubes, and then you've got a crossover here obviously as well. And you've also got jumps and things like that, but you've also got a rally aspect with off-road sections. Wow, I am not doing very well. So yeah, it's one of my favourite tracks, this one, I think. Gives some fun moments. Wow, that's a big old flip from that Tropos there. Uh-oh. How on earth did that happen? This has not gone well. Okay, let's try again. You can cut inside that if you time it right. Again, it's got some stunt bits. It's like a mix of stunt sections and stunt areas with rally and off-road sections. I need to concentrate a bit more. I'm not doing very well. Yeah, not an awful lot to say in terms of improvements or anything like that. It's a nice track. Sometimes when we have these streams, I wonder if I should be talking all the time about every part of the track, but sometimes it's just about showcasing good tracks and making sure that we get some good tracks out there for you guys to try yourselves. And that's kind of what we're doing with this one, for example. Just getting it out there. That's what we're doing with a lot of these tracks, because they're all very, very high quality. Obviously, we don't play bad tracks, but we do have a long list of tracks to go through as well. So if your track hasn't seen it, hasn't been on here, it doesn't mean to say that it won't be. And like I said, if you want to submit your track, the link to do it is in the description. Nice. Nice. Oh, that Tropos is not having a good time. Obviously that's a section that you have to go around twice, so yeah, it's a crossover section. Oh my god, no way. God damn it. Just clipped it the tiniest little bit. Kind of feels more like a Twitch stream, this one. I've been a little bit more relaxed and chilled out than I normally am. We don't play bad tracks. Remember that wall ride 10 minutes ago? No, but it wasn't bad. I mean, it was well made for what it was. It didn't suit, in most sections anyway, there were some issues, but it didn't necessarily suit what I like or we like, but for God's sake, it wasn't necessarily badly made. I am not doing well. I normally do alright on this track. This has not gone well at all. Stupid Tropos with its higher top speed. Bullying me. Bullying the little Omnis. Why is someone stood, like, left on the racing line? Can you not? He's doing it on purpose. He needs to be... Kick him. Can we kick him, please? Human kick. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh. So, it's anybody who's watching this on the live stream, I guess, but also as a video afterwards and is expecting, you know, fun things, entertaining races, entertaining chat from me. I can only apologise. I feel like I've been off my game tonight. I'm sorry. That's the thing with live streams. Sometimes you like, we had a really good live stream on Twitch last night. It was a lot of fun and good times. Okay, he's gone. And then there's other streams that are just a little bit more subdued. I mean, you're always having fun, I suppose, and always racing and doing good stuff. But you know, every live stream is different to the other one, so. It's not like I'm making a video specifically to and can sort of redo it if it's not good enough. Things like that. So these do become videos automatically afterwards, and hopefully it hasn't been too bad. But they will have ups and downs, I imagine, these streams. Where's the consistency we were working on yesterday? Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. Well, I didn't have any consistency yesterday. I expect entertaining chokes. Well, yeah, I suppose there are many chokes in this one, so you're getting your wish there. Could have skipped beyond that, damn it. Can we gain a spot by the end, maybe? Probably not. Tropos is going to have the top speed. Yeah, fun track. There's not an awful lot I can say about a lot of the tracks that we've seen tonight. Oh, by the way, Pie Guy with the $4 donation earlier. I can't remember whether I thanked you properly, but thank you for that. Third best lap? Fourth best lap. Okay. But yeah, you know, there's not a lot I can say about some of these tracks because, I mean, they're good tracks. I can't really say much else about them. They are good tracks. I can't really say improvements or what was. I suppose I could try to talk a bit more about what's done well when we have a good track to sort of let people know what they can do for their own tracks, I guess. But yeah. Okay, final track. Let's do 5 laps. Major copyright with the $1. I had to redo Cannonball. Oh bollocks! I started it. Didn't mean to do that. Wow. Okay. What should I use? I think I'm going to use the Unfairness. I had to redo Cannonball Fun, and the one that came out is much more interesting route. Okay, Major Copyright, thanks for the donation, man. I'll add that for when we do that on Xbox on a Twitch stream one time. So, yeah. Final race of the night. Pisswasser GP. Airport track. I'm gonna get bullied again. Oh god. Carnage. Can't just have a clean start. So this airport track, it has some interesting sections for an airport track that I think... Oh, I've missed the checkpoint. Ugh. Two Infairnesses at the bottom and the back. Damn it. It looks quite nice for an airport track. It's a little bit different. It's not just your standard airport track that's sometimes quite boring. And it's also got this section here where it's all covered over with platforms. And it's one of those things that some people will like. Wow! Is he trying to dive bomb me back and just wrecking me at each stage? Yeah, that section, sort of where there's a lot of platforms laid down, is because airport tracks in general are all about traction, and those lower your traction. Obviously, when you're on a platform, you don't have as much traction, and it's a lot less grippy. So yeah, it's got a few differences. This track, it's quite tight in some places, which is somewhat interesting for an airport track. They're generally quite open, but yeah, it's quite unique. It's got a bit of character. sure it shows the RE7B. My plan was to get a decent start and sort of have a bit of a race where I'm defending and stuff. There you go, there's a perfect example of the lower grip on this section. Like he got used to the fact that he had a Nero, went into that corner, realised there's a lot less grip on the platforms and went straight off into the barrier. And that's what that does, it basically creates a completely different surface and gives you a different experience on that track. So it's unique, it's got some unique sections. And the barriers are quite interesting because it allows you to see people in other parts of the track, and they're actually solid barriers as well. You can't knock them over, so that's always good. Oh no! Low grip stuff just is even worse in fairness. I think it's interesting. I do think it adds something to the track. You've got this low grip section. It's the stunt block pieces that are used for these bits. They do give cars a lot less traction. These bits on the side and everything. Keeping up with this Tempesta in a little old in fairness. Oh, and then we get to the low grip stuff. Popazan with a 300 bits. I've just finally managed to look at it. In fairness, hype. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Haven't been able to catch anybody. I've kind of reached the limit of what the Infernis can do. I don't mind the apex props here as well. They're very functional. we going to get a spot by the end? We got 2 spots at the end. So there we go. That was the last race of the playlist. Like I always say, the links to all of the tracks that we've played tonight, in the order that we've played them, are down below in the description. Yeah, we've had some good tracks tonight. I think we've had some nice circuits that I would definitely recommend. Maybe not the middle one, but some people like wall ride races, and that works as a wall ride stunt type race. Yeah, I haven't had an awful lot to say about them because of that. Because, you know, we've had good circuits and there hasn't been an awful lot to say when it comes to improvements and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, we'll try and I'll try and I mean, I'm normally more talkative on these YouTube streams than I am on Twitch streams. You know, I'm kind of conscious about that sometimes on the YouTube streams. When it comes to the Twitch streams, I'm quite happy to just stay silent for a few minutes and just concentrate on racing or whatever. But yeah, I'll try and get into the mindset of talking a bit more about the tracks for future streams, because I don't feel like I did it as well as I could do this time. But yeah, no stream later on Twitch today. I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow and then on Sunday as well. My Twitch streams are every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. Not sure what we'll be playing tomorrow. We always do non-GTA Fridays on the Twitch streams, and I'll be back to GTA on Sunday. But yeah, apart from that, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody who is watching, and those of you who watch this as a video afterwards as well. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the support in general as well, of course. And yeah, just I appreciate it so much. I appreciate everything. And if all goes to plan, you might see a testing video tomorrow on Saturday. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Time for me to go. What time? All my streams start at 7 PM UK time, so the same time that this stream started. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all your support. See you next time.